breathing and bracing and the timing of it. A couple of years back I wrote a nice article on it, and I've been trying to improve on it a lot, but I've also noticed that even really well-known coaches I really look up to, say that breathing comes naturally. They're right, breathing comes naturally, pretty much just like eating and sleeping, and no one's got problems with those, right? Sorry. So breathing and bracing, the reason why I think some of those coaches actually say that is because a lot of developed athletes come to them, but now those developed athletes have got the habit of breathing and bracing properly before they increase power. And in a lot of sports, the mechanism is not known how it works, is not known very well, but the technical trainers will often cue the athletes to make a certain sound. Say for instance in tennis, they are told to scream from a young age. Well, that obviously means that you've got to breathe and brace right before you hit the ball. Same with in fighting, they are told to go or whoo. Sounds like that. Again, that's to breathe down to the stomach because you're going to fill the lungs, because you're going to explosively brace to make that sound. It's, those go together. Now, through the years, working with athletes as well as non-athletes, then the non-athletes, the athletic types and the non-athletic types, there's a huge difference. So through the years, I've seen more and more people with no athletic background having really trouble with the breathing and the bracing going naturally. But as soon as you get that habit stuck, their performance and safety goes through the roof. And this is a big thing. So besides, say, for instance, picking things up or helping someone to move, house you are not used to it. So that's one of the reasons why I tell people to do deadlifts at least once a week, is to keep the body and mind used to it, as well as maintenance or strength gain, to greatly reduce the risk of injuries, but also to move more effectively and efficiently. So thus, breathing and bracing definitely does make a huge difference for us common folk. So what you want to think of, breathe down to the stomach, the ribs has more space down, the intestines can give more space as well. And the thing is, when you want to make it a habit, because when you're stressed, distracted, you haven't slept well, or just in a hurry, you tend to go back into old habits. And that goes for eating as well as for sleeping, as well as for breathing and bracing, and a plethora of other exercises and daily habits, routines. Good habits make you, bad habits can break you. Right, so a couple of tests that you can do for yourself to see if this is really so much more interesting. Besides the example of a bicycle tire being halfway pumped up, and it's just going to damage the frame, the tire, the rider, and the power application is going to be a lot less, and vice versa. If you pump up the tire properly, the same counts for this. But you can test this for yourself with an elastic. Pull in the navel, hold it tight, see how strong you are, then blow everything out, see how strong you are, then breathe high, see how strong you are, and then breathe down, and you'll notice in time that you are a lot stronger. The frame has become a lot stronger. Thus, you're moving more efficiently, the power and to contact is a lot better, and the risk of injury is a lot less. Another way to try it out is with a ball. Again, all the options that I gave. Try it with navel in, try it like as if you're a shock breaker or a shock absorber. It's not going to work, is it? Right? So from there, you can also again practice breathing and bracing, which I've made other videos of numerous different types to use in your warm-ups to prep mentally and physically. That's another one. And if you have a partner that wants to kick you, kidding, no kicking, go in a plank position. hands just outside of shoulder width, feet same position as the hands, and then practice the different types of breathing. So pulling the navel in, breathing high, breathing low, fill the lungs from the bottom up, brace really hard, and with all those different variations, let someone push you from the side. So, for instance, in this position, I'll have someone push me on this side, push me on this side, and the different brace variations. So that's the test. Those are the things that I want to go through. Right, now, a lot of people, because they don't have this habit, I'm going to make a whole video series on a whole bunch of different exercises in which I explain at which point and time you want to breathe down and brace. So what I cover in the article, I'm going to go in depth on a whole plethora of exercises. If you have options or questions, please let me know, and I'll be sure to make videos on those as well when possible. So, remember the basic theory. I mean, in this position, I don't need to push to apply much power, but I'm using strength. As soon as I want to move something, I apply more power. That's the main golden thread.